Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast. This time we are going to discuss something very close to our daily lives, the ins and out of the internet, analyzing contemporary issues in cyberspace, and preparedness in maintaining digital security. Good morning, Mari. Thank you for taking the time to be here.
You're welcome, Nabil. Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to join you.
So, Mary, to kick off our conversation, what exactly is the internet?
The internet is a global communication network that connects billions of computer devices worldwide using the global standard system, transmission control protocol or internet protocol, TCP or IP. So, imagine the internet as a digital highway that allows data to flow from one point to another without geographical boundaries.
Then, who exactly need to have a good understanding of how the internet works?
Nah, all digital citizens are internet users from children and teenagers to adults. Understanding how the internet works is not just about the technicalities, but it helps us become wiser when surfing the web, understand the rise, and know how to protect ourselves.
How did the internet develop globally until it reached Indonesia?
Broadly speaking, it started with the ARPANET project in the United States in 1969 and then grew rapidly into the World Wide Web or WWW. Eventually, this technology entered Indonesia in the early 1990s and truly changed the way we communicate and do business.
You mentioned earlier that the internet is a universal digital space. The question is, what are the main components that build this internet infrastructure?
Okay, the main internet network is a vast, Nabil. It runs from submarine fiber optic cable connecting continents, satellites in outer space, and data center acting as information warehouse to signal transmitters or BTS based transceiver station that channel data to our mobile phones every day.
Wow, that was a very enlightening explanation. Now let's move on to the Q&A session. We have compiled a few questions from our listener first. Many are asking, how can we ensure our personal data is safe amidst the rampant data breach?
A crucial question. There are three keys: authentication, vigilance, and updates. Use two-factor authentication to VA on all your account. Avoid clicking on suspicious links, phishing, and make sure your application are always updated to patch any security vulnerabilities.
Here is the second question. Mari, how should we respond to confusing information or hoaxes circulating on the internet?
Digital literacy is our main defense. Don't immediately share information based solely on provocative title. Always double check the source of the news. Is it from a credible media outlet? If in doubt, don't spread it. Filter before you share.
One more. From an ethical standpoint, what are the most basic ethics when communication in the digital space?
Remember, there is a human being in the screen. The basic ethic is simple. Think before you type, avoid cyberbullying, respect the privacy of others, and do not share content that violates norms or the law. Be a responsible digital citizen.
Wow, our discussion today have been very comprehensive from infrastructure to ethics and data security. In Colossian, computer networks are not just about connecting cables, but about how to keep that data flow fast, efficient, and most importantly, safe for all of us. Thank you so much, Mari, for your insight.
You're very welcome, Nabil. I hope this was useful for all the listeners.
Thank you to our listener and see you in the next podcast episode. Bye.
Bye.
Kita
Okay, hello everyone, welcome to our podcast. Today, our information technology segment group will present an exciting conversation about the world of computer network, ranging from basic concept and the architecture to network security challenge in today's modern area.
lagi gue.
Good morning, Nabil.
Thank you, Mari. Good morning to you too.
Shall we start our podcast today?
Yes, let's begin.
So Nabil, what exactly is a computer network?
A computer network is a system that connects to or more computing device used wired or wireless transmission media, allowing them to share data, information, and resources as printer or internet connection.
Then, what sector require these computer networks?
Almost all modern sector today require network, from large companies, school, and hospital to us personally at home using Wi-Fi network for everyday internet access.
Okay, what is the brief history of how computer networks develop into what they are now?
Broadly speaking, its development began with the ARPANET project in the 1960 which connects.
Ulang. 1960.
Oh iya. So, gue kalau panjang-panjang. Nama.
1960.
1960 ya?
Iya. Apa?
Itu dikat bisa nggak nanti?
Ya bisa lah.
Jadi langsung dari broadly.
Yeah.
Broadly speaking, its development began with the ARPANET project in the 1960, which connected several academic computer, and then evolved into the global internet architecture based on the TCP or IP protocol that we use today.
Okay, in the basic definition earlier, you mentioned that a computer network connects various devices so they can manage data centrally or securely distribute it through certain protocols. The question is, what are the core components that make up a computer network?
The core component or hardware can include routers, switches, hubs, LAN or fiber optic cables, as well as a network interface card in every computer so they can recognize each other and exchange data.
Wow, very interesting. That means the infrastructure really needs to be well established. Now, when we talk about putting those devices together, how do we arrange their layout or structure? In our university lectures, we often hear the term network topology.
That's right, Mari. The shape or structural layout of the connection between devices is called topology. There are many types, such as the star topology, which is most often used in computer labs or office because if one computer breaks down, the other are not disrupted. There is also the mesh topology for high reliability, as well as the box and ring topologies, which are more conventional.
Leading into an important point you mentioned at the beginning about network security challenge in the modern era. What are the biggest threats often faced by a computer network today, and what do we anticipate them?
In the current era, threats are becoming more sophisticated. They range from DDoS attack that bring servers down to malware and intrusion attempts aimed at stealing sensitive data. As a baseline device, it is mandatory to install a strong firewall, implement data encryption system, use secure protocol like HTTPS or SSH, and routinely conduct network security audits.
Wow, a very in-depth discussion from Nabil. In conclusion, a computer network is not just about connecting cables, but about how to organize it, its architecture efficiently and keep that data flow fast, stable, and most importantly, safe from cyber threats. Thank you for your insight today, Nabil.
You're welcome, Mari. Glad I could share.
Thank you to all of our friends who tune in and see you in the next podcast. Bye.
Bye.